Good evening, it's Damon with Austin Warrior Arts, Seful Guild of the Silent Sword. I'm doing a special video on the Shotel for Lavanya and for Steven to kind of demonstrate some techniques that they can use with their Shotel training. Let me go on the record by saying that the Shotel, I am not an expert or an authority on the Shotel. This is a really interesting weapon that has a very unique way of being used. And what I'm doing is exploring the design of the weapon with the description of how the Shotel was used in combat, which was to reach around the shield in Ethiopia. So this is my expression of the Shotel, and from what I've learned and from my experience, the totality of my experiences. So anyhow, just a few pointers here. Once again, Lavanya, with your sparring video, which thank you for posting, what I noticed, and my Shotel is a lot more curved than yours. So what I was saying is, with your Shotel being so far extended out like this, I felt like you had lost a lot of the advantage of the weapon. So what I was suggesting is to bring it up like this. So I was talking about the Cobra. This is what I was talking about here. So as opposed to it being down, which I guess you could, get some sneaky shots in it from being down here, I just feel like the weight of the Shotel is kind of working against you from this position here. So I would suggest having it up here so that I can, slash out from behind. This is the Cobra striking, like I had mentioned, or with footwork to get around. Notice the motion I'm using is capitalizing on the hooking motion of the Shotel. Again, your Shotel is a little bit more, it's less curved. So if I was going to say, I also said, if you wanted to play a longer game, instead of using it like this, I would flip it around. Mine is short, but hers is not, so that you can play from a little further away, and then in close you can come in and use it like this. But Steven, your Shotel is pretty much the same as this one. Anyhow, a few strikes, a few cuts, show you guys here. So you can use your basic full cuts with it. And it may even be hard to see because of it's black and it's nighttime here. Okay, then I can use on those same angles, I can use these broken motions, stepping off to the side, with the parry coming off, with the parry coming off. So what I would play around with is, like I said, this position like a Cobra, being able to slash out, whether it's the quick hooking thrust or if it's the full cuts. And what I'll do when I have a partner is I'll show some way of catching other swords, deflecting it down, and then coming back with the thrust. Another cool thing you can do if you have one of these, something at home that you can work on striking around, is first you can stand still and you can work on just hooking around. This is just, you can see how much reach around the pole the Shotel gets without much movement with my feet. Now, of course, if I add footwork, you can see how much penetration I get. If I just step off, you can see how much it penetrates past your target. So get something that you can work on striking around. Even doing a few cuts here, bang, then moving off. There's a parry coming around, and I'm working on the precision of moving around the target, treating my Shotel, like I said, like a Cobra, ready to strike. Anyhow, I hope that's helpful. Just when you're at home, practice these basic fluid strikes at different levels, different targets. Here's here to the head or to the body. Think about also to the hand, to the arm. Yeah, play around with it. Let me know if this is helpful, and if not, I'll try to revisit it and shoot some more. Thank you guys, good luck, and be careful.